Welcome to the Keto Essentials series. In this series of video, we're going over your pantry staples, your fridge staples, and your keto essential kitchen tools. In this video, we're going to be going over your keto fridge staples and some things you should keep always in your freezer. But who am I anyway? Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Talita from Shrinking with Keto. And throughout my ketogenic journey, I have now lost over 200 pounds and reversed my type 2 diabetes. Now, throughout this journey, I have helped and coached plenty of people reach their goal. And I hope I can do the same for you. One of the most keto traumatic experiences I've had is getting ready to eat, opening that fridge, having all the ingredients, and missing butter. Butter! Something I thought I would have in my fridge at all times. And it is my first keto staple. Now, we use butter in bulletproof coffee. We use butter for cooking. We use butter for sauteing. We use butter for baking. We use butter for everything. It is maybe the number one fat on a ketogenic diet. So the first staple I want you to have in your fridge is butter. I make sure that in my keto fridge, I always have at least 6 packs of butter because you don't know how quickly you're going to go through them on the ketogenic diet. While on the subject of dairy, let's stay there for a little bit. Another keto staple you want to have is cream cheese, preferably Philadelphia because it seems to have the lowest carb count. Cream cheese is very versatile when it comes to the keto diet. We use it for baking. You can use it for your wrap. You can use it to make casseroles because it mixes really well with chicken and spinach. And you can use it for your lettuce wraps. Another staple cheese that we use on the ketogenic diet is shredded mozzarella and shredded cheddar cheese. Now, why do I say shredded? Because you can use it on a taco bowl, but you can also use it to make the famous, infamous chaffles. Another cheese that adds a lot of flavor to your food and is also very keto approved is Parmesan cheese. Now, I would keep 2 types of Parmesan cheese. I would keep Parmesan cheese in the fridge, and also fresh grated Parmesan cheese can actually last pretty well in the freezer. Now, of course, there's a huge variety of cheeses you can have, and everybody should adopt the ketogenic diet to their taste. Just make sure that they're fatty cheeses, high-fat cheeses that are also keto approved. I would like you to stay away from the processed cheese since we already have so many choices that are not processed. Also, because I kind of promote the healthy keto eating lifestyle a little bit more. So just remember that these for me are the basics: shredded cheddar cheese, shredded mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and Philadelphia. And while on the subject of dairy, I think the biggest consumption of dairy that I have had throughout these 3 years is heavy cream. Now, if you do not want to do heavy cream, and that is perfectly acceptable if you're doing dairy-free keto, then we're going to have some alternatives for that. But if you're not dairy-free, then heavy cream for me is something that I use in, well, everything. I use heavy cream in my pancake recipe. I use heavy cream in my coffee almost every day. I use heavy cream to top some of my savory dishes, and I use heavy cream to thicken most of my keto soups. Heavy cream is a very high-fat product that pairs perfectly with the ketogenic diet and helps you really quickly add on to your fats to reach that 70 to 75%. Another dairy you can keep in your fridge, but you should use less of because it's higher in carbs, is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt paired with a couple of berries and some sugar-free maple syrup can make a very quick and tasty dessert. But Greek yogurt can be also used not just as a snack, but to top it off on your taco bowl or next to your savory or spicy dishes. Alternatively, you can use sour cream. Both keto approved. Just make sure you count the carbs. Blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are the 3 fruits you can have on a ketogenic diet and the freezer. And I'll tell you why. You want to keep some of them nice and fresh in the fridge just in case you want to top up some of your Greek yogurt, or you just want to pop some in your mouth for sweetness and tartness at the same time. But you also want to keep some in your freezer because there's plenty of smoothies that you can make using blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. A quick one here that I love going to is taking a couple of strawberries from your freezer that are nice and cold, adding some heavy cream, adding some of your sweetener, a tablespoon of Greek yogurt, some of the chia seeds that you have in your pantry, and if you don't know about the pantry video, you need to check that one out, blending them all together and getting a thick and delicious and decadent smoothie right on the spot. Unsweetened almond milk is also a staple for a lot of ketoers out there that do not want to use heavy cream and in general do not want the heaviness of the heavy cream, but they use it as a substitute for milk. In my case, I do not use a lot of almond milk because I do not have keto cereal where I would actually need the milk. I only use it in my coffee, and in that case, I use my heavy cream. Oh, and did I mention butter? Butter, 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 butter? I think I did. Let me just say it one more time. Butter. Butter, you're on keto. Butter. Now, another two fruits I didn't mention earlier because there's a whole debate. Is it a vegetable? Is it a fruit? Is it a vegetable? Is it a fruit? I don't care what it is. It's a keto staple, and that is the avocado. Avocados and lemons should always, always, always be in a ketoer's fridge. Avocado can be paired with everything, and it is, by itself, the trademark of the ketogenic diet. And lemons are perfect, not just for your dressing, but I would like you to squeeze a little bit of lemon in water so that it gives you that extra boost of electrolytes. Before we move on to deli meats and vegetables, let me interrupt you for a second. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty face, let's make sure it's not the last. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon so that YouTube can let you know every single time I make a new video for you. And please feel free to ask me anything you want down in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer every single one of your questions. Now, let's move on to vegetables. There is a huge misconception that ketoers do not eat vegetables and it's just meat. Let's not get confused. That is the carnivore diet, an exceptional diet and one that you can find out more about in my video above. But right now we're talking about a basic ketogenic plan, and there are plenty of vegetables we eat. The first thing you want to have is dark leafy greens. Dark leafy greens are going to make up most of your plate, usually in the form of a salad. One of my favorite things to do is take 2 big lettuce leaves, wash them, dry them, put them next to each other. Then add your mayonnaise, add whatever condiments, some mustard, some spicy sauce inside, roll it up, and you have a perfect keto snack. Another perfect keto green is kale and spinach. And I would rather you have both of them cooked. But how about the ketoer that is a mom of 3 or 4 or just a businessman or a businesswoman and doesn't have time? Keto staple in your fridge is always a bag of freshly cut, washed salad. You can find it in most grocery stores. Because when you're in a rush, all you have to do is open up that bag of salad, throw in a tuna can, some of your keto mayo, and you have a perfect lunch ready to go in like 2-3 minutes. Oh, and if you want to add some crunch to it, all you have to do is add some of those pork rinds that you have in your pantry. On the subject of vegetables, 2 very, very important keto vegetables that you should have in your fridge are broccoli and cauliflower. Now, these 2 cruciferous vegetables are very healthy, but also the cauliflower is so versatile in the ketogenic diet that you're going to find recipes for it. As a cauliflower mash, you're going to find cauliflower pizza crust. You're going to find cauliflower rice. Now, this is a vegetable I also would like you to keep in your freezer. For example, I would like you to buy a couple of bags of cauliflower rice and keep them in your freezer because they make an excellent stir fry when you haven't really planned anything for dinner. Zucchini is also another vegetable that is staple for the ketogenic diet. Now, a lot of people make zucchini lasagna and zucchini zoodles that turn up looking like spaghetti. But besides that, this is a very low carb veggie that can act as a substitute to many other ingredients. And it's even perfect for snacking. All you have to do is cut some zucchini sticks, make some egg wash, dip the little zucchini sticks in your egg wash and dip them in a mixture of almond flour and Parmesan cheese, stick them in your air fryer, and you have zucchini chips. On the subject of vegetables, if you like mushrooms and peppers, you should always keep some type of mushroom and some type of pepper. Now, if you're not sure if you're going to use the mushrooms within the week because you do not want them to go bad, you can switch from having mushrooms in your fridge to having mushrooms in your pantry in a can of water. And peppers are also another very tasty ingredient you can add on your ketogenic diet just to give a little bit more flavor to your savory dishes. Now, in your freezer, I believe that you should always have some pre-made beef patties and your choice of protein. For example, if you like beef and chicken and nothing else, just make sure you have a good stocked freezer with beef, whatever cut you prefer, and chicken. If you want to have some fish, like salmon, make sure you have salmon. Just here, this is a very personal and quick tip for you. Because you're going to be eating a lot of meat and fish, please make sure that your fish is wild cut, and please make sure that your meat is grass-fed, grass-finished. It is very important to have healthy meats and healthy proteins on your ketogenic diet. With that said, I have left my favorite ingredients, ones that I use, well, every day for the past 3 years, last. You're probably wondering if I lost my mind and I haven't mentioned eggs and bacon. Bacon and eggs and bacon, they're everywhere on keto. That's because I left them here. I keep at least 2 dozen eggs in my fridge at all time, because when you're in doubt, eggs. When you're hungry, eggs. When you're fasting and you want to break a fast, eggs. In your pancake mix, eggs. In your zucchini fries, eggs. Well, basically, eggs are everywhere on keto. Now, eggs are also very versatile. You can have them fried, boiled, scrambled, poached. You can make an omelet. You can make egg cups. And bacon, well, it's just bacon. It tastes so good, right? And finally, your selection of cold cuts and sausages. Now, when it comes to bacon, cold cuts and sausages, I want you to be very careful when you're reading the label. Make sure there's no dextrose, glucose, starches, sugars. Usually it's safer to go with the uncured bacon and uncured sausages. Now, if you have gotten any value out of this video, I will kindly ask you to press the thumbs up button, as this helps YouTube take this content and push it out to more people that need it, just like you. Oh, and did I say butter? So there you have it, my Keto Fridge Staples. And as always, chin up, or you know by now, the crown slips.